Back home after 10 days away. Now we're going to talk about something in preparation for my interview on Coast to Coast AM on July 7th. Now if you're watching this past that, you may want to go watch that interview. George Norrie and I are going to talk about miracles. I'm going to actually talk to you today about the process of breakthrough fear, and I'm going to explain what this big event that's happening is. It is a big event. I'm going to explain what it is. It's actually quite simple, and if you're not experiencing it, you can go into that big event. It's a choice. Nope, not happening to everybody. You'll participate, but you may not know exactly what it is. I want to take you into that space because it's absolutely mind-blowing. You ready? Let's go. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. You guys keep saying I'm looking younger, or this was an old video. I'm like, nope. No Botox, I don't do anything. I don't even put cream on my face. Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't put anything on. I don't put sunscreen on. It's the biggest organ in your body. Why would you put stuff on that your whole kidneys and everything have to clean out all the crap? Let's move on. I hope you'll subscribe because I've got more good stuff coming. You ready for this? I'm going to explain the process of the big event and miracles, how it relates, because miracles is very much a part of what's happening right now. Now, if you're in my list here, or Breakthrough Fear, if you've done Breakthrough Fear, you know we have students that have had unbelievable breakthroughs, awakenings, spontaneous healings, new jobs, higher paying jobs show up. We have unbelievable opportunities. How people are responding to them is different because when you shift into a different frequency, you are now on a different floor in the mansion, and there are different people there, right? The people down here that are annoying you and all these problems you have, they're there, but you're really not participating. You're not entangled with them anymore. You learn from it, you move on, you have no more resentment. Otherwise, you stay down there. We're going to talk exactly about this big event. I'm going to explain what it is. And I'm going to explain the progression of what you guys see in my trainings. Most of you are in my trainings. This free series, including showing you how breaking through fear works and what it does, that's what we're going to talk about today, because the big event is very much to do with all of that. And then Digital Explorers, which I created, is the transition of those going into that new world, that new space, that higher frequency, living differently, seeing the world differently, experiencing different things. I'm going to talk about that right now because you can do this. You can go into miracles. They are now making choices to create a new world and doing the things they've always wanted to do. Let's say you wanted to read Akashic Records or be a health and wellness coach or any number of things. I'm teaching you from scratch. You have to know absolutely nothing other than you want to be a part of it and you're an entrepreneurial spirit. We're creating businesses online that are planet conscious. We are creating the new world. It doesn't start just with here and end here. Oh, I'm going to go into this state of mind and then I'm going to go over to a job I hate, or we're going to continue to destroy the planet with what we make over here. Or I'm in a toxic environment with my boss. Are you doing that? This has to come over here, and I created an option for people so that they wouldn't say, well, I don't know what to do next. How do we become a coach and help people? I said, I'm going to tell you, from start to finish, you will never be alone. Now what? You have to start making choices. And everything's about your choice. Now, July 7th, Coast to Coast AM. If you're watching this afterwards, go watch that interview because George Norrie and I are going to talk about miracles. Now, they chose that subject matter based on my materials. They said, we're hearing miracles a lot. And I realized, wait a second, it is about miracles, but what are they? We're going to talk in depth about that and how everyone can do it. And that's what's going on now with the people who are transitioning into what I call the big event. The big event is now the unveiling of the illusion. We're unveiling it. Okay, let's say I put you in a box and you're in the box and you're all covered up with blankets and everything, and you dream of a beach and being in your bathing suit on the beach, and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to bring it to me. It's going to come to me. And by the way, the box is sitting on the beach and has been the whole time. This is the big event. We're opening the box and realizing it always was here. It was the box that we were in and chose not to open the box. We're opening the box, and then we're pulling the blankets off. Those are the old beliefs on top of the box that has kept us in the illusion, the programming, the thinking that this is how things are. You can't be an entrepreneur. You don't know how to do this. Fear, and it's all fear-based. And everything you hear out there is fear-based. You know, we have kids kicking indoors here. And somebody said they arrested 3 kids. They were doing the TikTok challenge. Somebody said, it's not TikTok. It's, you know, social media. I said, no, it's TikTok. It should not be allowed. The New World will not allow this. Why? What is the purpose of that? That's not free will. Oh, we're just doing our thing. That is intentional to take us into a world of bad behavior, negative behavior, that's programming. Now, if we gave them challenges of go out and help a homeless person, how amazing would that be? Who's doing that? Find it for me. Yeah? Now, I participated in Team Seas and Team Trees, and we blasted out, do you remember this? We blasted out all kinds of announcements. For every $1, they were going to remove a pound of junk from our oceans, Team Seas. And we raised millions and millions of dollars. That's the kind of stuff we can use media for. Now, here's what I'm going to ask you. You are programming yourself with those choices. They are going to be rampant. TikTok is not owned by a U.S. company. It's being infiltrated and a lot. This is not conspiracy. Why would another country put that over here? To take us into a space of chaos. I want you to remember what's going on. This is very serious stuff. This is the big event. The big event is going to determine where you go in the mansion, and it's happening right now. It's accelerating. We've gone into the tipping point. The big event is the unveiling, but you have to step out of the box. Nobody's going to open it for you. You have to realize, wait a minute, there's something here. I'm in a box. You open it up and you realize, I always was here. This is miracles. Miracles aren't things that you go to. Miracles aren't things that I'm praying for me. Everybody pray for me for a miracle. Well, okay, that's fine. We can do that. And we have that power to do that. We can create miracles. However, it's the person themselves, the ones that want the miracle, they're praying, they're actually doing it with the assistance of others, but still the free will of you is going to make it or break it. And when we go into the new world, that big event is that I am already on the beach. I'm already on the beach with the sunshine, in the bathing suit. Everything else is what needs to be removed. So if you want a miracle, this is the event, is the realization that that's what we're in, and everything else just needs to be removed. Now, this is a big endeavor, right? This is a big project, because now we have to undo that programming thinking that is wired in the brain. The way brain wires the way you have programmed it. So now it has to, if you've ever seen Joe Dispenza, he's brilliant. He studies all this, you know, how the brain gets these signals and does certain things based on your patterns and beliefs and thoughts and actions, and we have to break those. We have to break through fear, right? Here's my book over here, Break Through Fear. We're just breaking through it because the program is still here. I don't say eliminate fear, and I teach you step by step how to break through it, because the miracles already are part of what you are. You are already perfect. It's not something you have to go to. It's removing the veils and the realization that you are absolutely this divine creator, and that everything else is an experience we chose, and we chose to be ignorant. We chose ignorance, to forget everything. That's all I mean by that. We chose to forget our divinity so that we could experience fear, we could experience loss, we can experience, sadness, anxiety, all these horrible things that we can't possibly experience in the etheric realms. Why? Because it's not dense, it's a higher frequency. Now we can take that with us over there, but we have a knowledge over there. We have the knowing. We know what we are. So you can take this experience and you will continue to learn over there. So you will continue to bring your beliefs and whatever over there, and you learn. It's quicker to learn here because we don't have the knowledge. We don't have the knowing. We're not experiencing the knowing. Over there we actually experience it. Here you can go into it, you can know it, and still function in a dense world and experience that too. But breakthrough fear is when you stop believing it and allowing it to control you, you just experience it. Now, you guys who are in my list here, I take you through the steps. I'm actually building that out right now. I'm rebuilding my email list because I'm going to start to take you through the steps. This is a course. It's an unlimited course for life once you come over. And it is off the charts amazing. 5-star people have said their lives have changed, but you have to do the work. What they realize is everything's the story I told myself about the event. It's not the event, it's the story I told myself about the event. I see no value in it. We see the value. We see the play as a learning experience. We see the challenges as opportunities. It's an opportunity for me to make a higher choice, not to be resentful and angry and you don't understand my pain. I'm bringing all this with me. I said, and you're hanging on to it. You're in the box. And you know you're in the box. McFly. So, what are we going to do about this? We're in the big event of breaking out of the box. People are breaking out of the box. They know it. They know they're in the box now. We have the knowing. You guys, you remember the last chapter? You're loving the book. Thank you so much. Read it over and over again. You'll get something new. It has an energy. It was channeled. Not some weird person thing coming through. Well, nothing's weird, but I was aware of that it was a collective group that was, shipping down information. I was up at 3 crazy hours, 3 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock in the morning. I'd be writing. I'd wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, get up and write for 5 hours. I have never actually read the book. I had to edit it, so I know what's in it. I actually know that. I walk around with that information, and so do you. If you open the box, you'll connect to it and it's going to make total sense. Miracles aren't something we have to create or go to. They exist. The reason why we don't see them very often is because we're in the box that says, I can't do this, I'm a bad person, these people hurt me, and so that trauma and that pain and that beliefs you're hanging on to are barriers to the miracle, to the beach. Right? The beach is there, and you're in the box, and you're staying in the box because it's cozy in here, because it's horrible out there. And so you open the box and realize, oh, wait a minute, it's amazing out here. And no longer are you angry, upset. You go into a space of total, let's just say, creation, expansion, and you realize there is nothing else. Love. Unconditional, beyond. Love doesn't explain what it is. And so miracles are just the state of being of us without the dense illusion in place. And all we have to do is shift into it. When we recognize this, that's it. You don't have to think about it. Do I get it? Beg to somebody. Nobody's going to do it for you, because you are that which you are talking to. Because you are a God. Ye are all gods. These things you shall do and more. From the Bible, sorry. Ye are all gods. These things you shall do and more. Because you are creating that. You are already that. You can walk on water. But if you don't believe it, you can create that too. Glub, glub, glub. Like I'm going to, supposedly here in Florida. And if it happens, it happens. And so there's no acceptance of that. We don't realize I'm actually creating that future. And I don't know what it's going to be, because you and I are creating it every moment with our choices. If we go into that new big event, that means we recognize the veils. we're pulling them aside and starting to see things that are mind-blowing right now. Now things are happening out there. We've seen meteors and solar flares, and things are changing on the planet. She's evolving. These are nothing to fear. Just like us, we're getting older, we die. I mean, she's evolving, things happen, and along the way, you play soccer and you trip and sprain your ankle. Just things happen here because it is a lower frequency planet. It's dense. The density, a vibration that allows us the privilege of knowing this. That's it. Miracles are absolutely who and what you are. Christ walked around, boom, 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 and he couldn't do it with everybody because they had to accept and believe it, and it had to be part of their program that they came here to play out also, all right? Their teachings or whatever. And we can't know that. So I'm not here to change you or cure you. I can only assist you in what you already want. And this is why Breakthrough Fear has been so powerful. People come to me because they want that. And I talk to them about what those veils are, and we start to release them. Then we have people that say, I want to do good things on this planet. I'm destroying the planet. I'm sick. I'm doing all these things. I have this information. I know I'm in the box. But how do I get out of the box? I have to make a living. I say, I created Digital Explorers so that you could contribute to the world and earn at the same time. And that's the new world, the event that's happening. That is a different choice of how we're going to function. Now we're going to go into communities with our gardens, with how we make things. We're going to use things that are already here instead of making new stuff that's destroying the planet. We're going to clean up that which we already have, and you can participate in all of that. You can do it right now. This is the big event happening, and people are shifting into. If you don't feel it, then you're not participating. It's a choice. This isn't happening. I go, you're right, not in your world. I'm seeing it. Why? Because I went up on the elevator up to the penthouse, and you can't see anything from the basement. Yeah, you got to go up there and you say, oh my gosh, it's always been here. It's up here. I just had to raise my frequency and let go of all the other stuff along the way. That was my choice, my illusion, because the program allows you to do that. If you are watching anything that uses negative words, separation, taking sides, judging, you are part of the basement thinkers. It's okay, it's your choice, but I don't think you want to be down there, do you? But they're here, and if they do that, it's programming, it's programming, it's programming. Now, if you see even here with our elections, if you see the candidates, it's all negative. You're going to lose your freedom if you don't vote for me. You'll lose your freedom. Really? What a load of crap. Why don't you tell me the good things you're going to do? Maybe that's going to sit right with me. And then the other one is, we need to be powerful again. Oh, you mean like, things like Vietnam and Hiroshima, that kind of power? The Gulf? I don't think so. We're not there yet. And so this is old talk, and I thought the dinosaurs were extinct, but apparently not. And so I want you to ask yourself if that's the world you want to live in. It's just, yeah, oh, yeah. No, yes. You have different thoughts. We don't have to agree. How are we going to come together with our talents and our creativity and our ability to create anything and do amazing things, not just for you, and that you have to protect yourself, because when you go into that, you'll be the first target. You're the first target. Why? You're in the basement. What else is in the basement? Other people that think that way. You go up here, they're saying, food for everyone. Champagne. Anybody want champagne? Yeah. Oh, me. Yeah. Oh, and so-and-so needs some too. And because there's no limits. There are no limits there. Abundance is for everything. See, there's nothing to protect because you are limitless. You are eternal. Miracles are just, you're in miracles then. You think and things happen. So here, it takes a lot more work, and that's the challenge. Everything has divine purpose. Your challenge right now is your opportunity to turn everything around. And you have full control over that. Nobody else is taking it from you, doing it to you. You ready to go into it? It's a big event. That's it. That's a big event right now. And people are shifting into it. Choices, choices, choices. Removing the veils, knowing you're still playing the game, but you're breaking through the fear. I hope this makes sense. I'm going to talk more about this. George and I are going to cover all of this, and I'm going to just share that I'm going to tell some stories, and that the supernatural is just the natural. And it's always super, always will be. And so are you right now. All right, so Digital Explorers, you guys want to create businesses, come on over. It's a life experience. It is not just, oh, I'm going to make money online. It's like, no, let's create. What are we going to create? It pushes you into a space where you've never been able to go, because we've been told you should do this and go to school and here's what you need to do. And it's like, no, you don't have to. And you come out of school with all this, debt, and you used all this time, and what are you going to do with it? Most people, nothing. They're unhappy. You get to live your life here. We're going to show you exactly what you can do, and we're going to take it out there step by step. No technology experience. We don't even teach it over there. We have digital Sherpas that take you up to the summit. It's amazing. It's an experience. So this is a life-changing experience, but it's geared for entrepreneurs who want to create something in the world out there. And we give you every resource you can imagine. It's all planet conscious businesses. Yeah, I wanted to offer that to the world. That's my contribution. Breakthrough Fear is my contribution. Look, I'm earning money, and that's not the focus. Believe me, I've been on the roller coaster. I'm earning money doing things that I know are contributing and expansive. You can do it too. You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. I'm giving you everything here. I'm opening the doors. You can make some choices. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.